Imagine working 12 hours a day, every single day, yet still watching your bank account barely grow. You follow every rule your parents and teachers told you. Get good grades, get a stable job, work harder than everyone else. Yet somehow, the rich keep getting richer and you keep struggling. Why does hard work alone almost never make people rich? What invisible forces are at play that make some people build immense wealth, while others remain stuck in a cycle of effort with little reward? Stay with me, because the answer isn't what you think, and the reason goes back hundreds of years. To understand why hard work alone rarely leads to wealth, we have to step back in time. Let's travel to the 18th and 19th centuries, during the rise of the Industrial Revolution. Workers were grinding in factories for 12 to 16 hours a day, earning just enough to survive. No one became rich from sheer labor. The real wealth was accumulating for factory owners, inventors, and those who controlled capital machines, land, and markets. Take someone like Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men of his era. He didn't just work hard. He strategically invested in steel mills, cut costs, and leveraged technology to scale production. His wealth didn't come from working 12 hours a day. It came from owning systems that generated income long after his work was done. The pattern repeats itself across history. Whether it's Rockefeller in oil, the Rothschilds in banking, or modern tech billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Warren Buffett, the common denominator isn't just effort. It's control over resources, systems, and leverage. Hard work is necessary. It's the engine, but without leverage, it rarely produces massive wealth. So why doesn't hard work alone create wealth? Time is limited. Every human has 24 hours. You can work harder, but you can't create more hours. Even if you work 16-hour days, the total output is capped. Historical data shows that factory workers in the 1800s who worked longer hours did not become wealthy, they barely survived. Systems multiply effort. Here's the difference. A factory owner in the 1800s could scale production using machines and employees. The worker's effort was limited to one body, one pair of hands. Systems machines, businesses, investments multiply effort. That's why someone like Carnegie could become a billionaire while his employees remained poor. Skill versus ownership. Working hard develops skills, which can make you valuable, but owning systems makes you rich. Skills are traded for wages. Ownership collects returns over time. Historical patterns show that labor alone never builds empires. Ownership and leverage do. Inflation and economic structures. Even if you save every penny from hard work, historical inflation has eroded wealth for the majority. For example, a worker in the 1920s might save diligently, but the dollar's value over decades falls. Meanwhile, investments in land, businesses, or stocks grow faster than simple savings. Historical twist. In every economic boom, industrial revolution, post-World War II expansion, revolution, those who got wealthy were almost never the ones working the hardest. They were the ones who recognized opportunities to control assets, scale systems, or leverage networks. Let's jump to today. Modern data is shocking. Top 1% of the US population controls over 40% of the country's wealth. Yet they do not work 40% harder than everyone else. The median American works longer hours now than in 1970, yet median wealth has barely grown. Meanwhile, tech entrepreneurs, investors, system builders see exponential wealth growth without working harder in the traditional sense. This shows a repeating pattern across history. Hard work creates value, but wealth comes from leverage. Leverage can take many forms. Financial leverage, investing money to make more money. Business leverage, building systems that run without your constant input. Social leverage, networks and relationships that open doors. Here's a shocking modern example. A software engineer may work 60 hours a week coding and earn $100,000 a year. A tech startup founder might work the same hours initially, but once their platform scales, they can earn millions of money while sleeping. Same effort, vastly different outcomes. So what does this mean for you if you want to build real wealth? 1. Leverage is the real engine of wealth. Hard work is your foundation, but wealth comes from multiplying your effort through systems, capital, or networks. Ask yourself, where can I scale my work so it works for me even when I am not there? 2. Focus on ownership, not just income. Jobs pay wages. Assets pay over time. Real estate, stocks, businesses, intellectual property. These are your wealth builders. Historical and modern examples confirm it repeatedly. Ownership beats labor every time. 3. Learn the patterns of wealth, not just effort. Study the people who became rich and analyze the structures they used. Look for repeating pattern systems, investments, leverage, because wealth is not random, it's systematic. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you think hard work alone is enough, you're following a story written by history to keep most people in their place. The system is designed to reward control, not just effort. But here's the good news. Understanding this gives you a choice. You can stop trading hours for dollars blindly and start building leverage, systems, and ownership to secure real wealth. Ask yourself, are you building a life where your time equals money? Or are you building a system that makes money for you? If this video opened your eyes to the hidden rules of wealth, hit the like button and subscribe to Currency Context. We dive deep into the strategies, patterns, and history that the rich have been using for centuries so you can apply them today. Comment below. What type of leverage are you planning to build? Financial, business, or social? Let's discuss and learn together. Remember, hard work builds character, but leverage builds wealth. Start thinking like the owners of history's fortunes, and your 12-hour day could eventually lead to freedom instead of just exhaustion.